Hi, I'm Patti Komara from Patti's All-American Gymnastics and Tumblebear Connection. I'm going to talk about 15 things that you should look for when you're hiring gymnastic teachers or coaches. Number one, they need to be extroverted and outgoing. You can't hire someone who's embarrassed or afraid or introverted. You need somebody with a personality who's going to sparkle and be enthusiastic so those kids love them. You need the kind of people that the moms and dads are going to say, I want my daughter with her. Number two, they have to have a high energy level. I hope you got a pen and paper because I'm going to go kind of fast here. High energy level. You don't want somebody out there moping around, somebody that looks sad, somebody that's down. So it's a little different than extroverted and enthusiastic. This person has to have just a straight out high energy level. Number three, are they authoritative yet patient? And what I mean by that is they have to be authoritative enough to lead the class and command respect and discipline and that type thing, but are they also patient? So those two things have to come in tandem. Number four, professional general appearance. Is the person fit looking, or at least do they have, women have nice makeup on and their hair done every day, and do guys smell good and have their hair looking good and nice and clean shaven and that type of thing? That's the kind of people you want. The professional general appearance is extremely important, and I always look at Disney as an example of how they hire people who they want to be their brand. So think about that when you're hiring people. Number five is receptive to training. You know, if somebody comes in and they say, well, I teach back handspring with the hands down, and you say, well, here we teach with them starting up over the head, and they're not receptive to that, then they're not your kind of person. So they have to be receptive to training. Number six, they need to be an actor. So for those days that they don't feel like it, they need to have a good class. And the only way you're going to find that out is when you're trying them out, because you can't just interview somebody for an hour or for a short amount of time and see what they're going to be like in front of the kids and in front of parents and on the floor. Because when that person, who's your staff person, steps on the floor of that Florex mat, they have to be on, and they've got to be on for parents, other staff people, and those kids. So sometimes they have to be an actor. They have to be a sharp observer. They have to watch out for safety, watch out not only for safety for the children, in other words, if a child seems a little nervous or a little unsure of themselves, that type of thing, but also a sharp observer. Are they keeping an eye on the bars and making sure that the bars are set correctly and that the beam's in good order and the mats are not ripped and everything for safety. So sharp observer is very important. Warm and affectionate. So number eight is warm and affectionate, meaning that is it the type of person who seems they just love kids? And again, you're not going to be able to tell that on an interview, on a job application, when they say, oh, and I really love kids because I used to babysit for them. You have to get them out on the floor and see how they do, see how they work with them. Number nine on my list of 15 is some gymnastic knowledge. Yeah, not number one, number nine. You see, the biggest mistake people make when hiring people is that they hire the most qualified person. No, 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 no. You want to hire a qualified person whose lifestyle and attributes fit the job you need. Meaning that if you have a person who has children that are school-age kids and they're 6, 7, 8 years old, don't hire them for evenings because they're not going to be happy. So you've got to have somebody with good gymnastic knowledge, but again, that's not the number one thing. Number 10, they have to be a good listener. You know, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth because they're supposed to listen twice as much as we speak. Now, my husband thinks that's funny when I always say that. But anyway, number 11, the ability to work with empathy when dealing with parents. If that mom comes up and says, you know, Lily didn't get a chance on beam. I don't know how you missed her, but she didn't get a chance on beam. Well, instead of you going, oh, well, sorry, you know, you're going to go, oh my gosh, okay, listen, we'll get, you know what, I've got 10 minutes between classes right now. Let me take Lily over there because we can have her do some on the bars right now, or the beam, whatever it is that she missed. Number 12, the ability to break down skills to the minutest part. Your ability and the teacher's ability when you hire this person to break it down into short little elements and then have that child feel success, then they do the next part. So it's the part-whole method. Teaching in parts, feel success. Teaching in parts, feel success. They get the whole skill. Number 13, are they able to make a child and the parent feel special? You got to remember people's names. You notice their new haircut. You notice they have a new leotard. You focus on their eyes. You touch them gently if they have a problem. You know, you're a hugger. That is the type of person that we're looking to find. Number 14, is a person going to be flexible and smart enough to change something when they realize in class it's not working? So if you've got a 5-year-old class and you're doing scarves and you're doing this and you've got half the class going, okay, that's it, forget it. You got to be able to change it. And lastly, can they memorize names quickly? So if they can memorize those names, it makes a person feel good about it. This has been Patti Komara from Tumblebear Gym and Patti's All-American.